Okay, this is Pierre Poilievre. I think this is like one of his best speeches ever. It's about the carbon tax C234. It's going to be in the Senate today. Check this out.
That if the images were put in grainy black and white, you would assume you were watching something out of the dirty 30s. The answer is that this Prime Minister is taxing the farmer that makes the food, the trucker that ships the food, and every other person that works hard to bring that food to our table. Common sense Conservatives have a bill that has been passed by this House that would take the tax off. The Prime Minister has deployed his carbon tax minister to pressure senators to block that bill in an undemocratic attack on the prerogative of the commoners to decide who pays what. The government cannot tax what the people do not approve, and the people do not approve of this carbon tax. They want us to axe the tax, to bring home lower prices, to bring home our food production and our self-reliance and independence to this country, to bring home more powerful paychecks, affordable food, decent homes to our Canadian people, the common sense of the common people, united for our common home. Your home, my home, our home. Let's bring it home. Thank you.
Questions and comments. The Honourable Deputy House Leader for the Government.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, one of the tactics that the Conservatives have been using in order to pressure senators into moving quickly on this bill was developing something that looked like a wanted poster that was distributed by the leader of the opposition in the House, the member from Regina Capel. That senator has received a number of threatening phone calls, emails, and has been very outspoken about that aggressive tactic used by the member from Regina Capel. I'm wondering if the Leader of the Opposition can comment on whether or not he regrets his House Leader's decision to employ those types of intimidating tactics.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the Senator's contact information is widely available on websites. The member is simply trying to distract. I want to tell him what intimidation looks like. Intimidation is when a single mother opens the fridge in the morning and there's nothing there, and she looks over at the empty lunch bag that she needs to fill for her children, and there's nothing to put in it. Intimidation is when at the end of the month she looks at the bills that have stacked up and she looks at her bank account and the former is way bigger than the latter. She doesn't know where she's going to live the next month. That is the real intimidation that this government has imposed on working class people right across this country. He wants to talk about threats. It's a threat to the quality of life of the people who do the work in this country that I'm most worried about.
Questions and comments, John.
It's also perverse incentives. We spent $22 trillion in the last 60 years, but 70 cents of it goes not to the poor, but those who serve the poor. So we've created a commodity out of poor people, and a lot of black professionals are in the sector that is delivering those services.
Right. As Tom Sowell said, the anti-poverty programs definitely do eliminate poverty among the bureaucrats.
Yes.
Yeah. So
have you done any work with